one thing that Dotsie and I are currently working with, along with some other amazing activists and thought leaders in the movement, is the counteroffensive against big meat and big dairy. And we've noticed that in the past 5 or 6 years, via massive misinformation campaigns, basically saying all of the processed vegan meats are bad for you, methylcellulose will kill you, real meat is better. And through different influencers, different content streams, working with Rick Berman at Center for Consumer Freedom, all of these multiple fronts, the multiple heads of the hydra that big meat and dairy have employed the past 5 or 6 years, we've noticed there's been a pretty big swing for a lot of people away from veganism, believing these people who were vegan for years, now they're not vegan, people doing fully carnivore diets, et cetera, et cetera. I say this to preface, what in your mind do you think right now, in the state of the world, state of culture, is the biggest threat to veganism?
Probably what you just brought up, my man. I mean, just all the propaganda, all the misinformation and disinformation that real meat is better. Are you kidding me? Flesh, blood, veins, muscles, and tendons. 1 in 2 people die from heart disease. What's that from? Blueberries? Broccoli? I used to tell the students, wait a second, do we live in a vegan world? Hell no, they would say. I'm like, yeah, hell no. How come everybody in your family's sick? How come there's a drugstore in every street corner in America? How come everybody has to take one a day tablets and calcium pills and this pill and that pill? I thought you guys were getting everything you need. Stop being duped. Stop being so weak when you hear about, oh, meat is good for you. How could it be good for you? We've been eating it for thousands of years. We've been infecting our bodies with poison and diseases for thousands of years, and cancer. 1 in 3 people not get cancer. I'm telling you, it's not from fruits and vegetables. But I also want to add to the vegans out there, I find it humorous that we always tell people eat fruits and vegetables, and then no vegan eats fruits and vegetables besides me and Doug Graham. Stop it, everybody. Put down the Impossible Burgers. Put down the Beyond Meat. You might want to stay away from that stuff, by the way, and start eating what you're preaching to people. Fruits and vegetables, lentils, split peas, grains. Eat some wholesome food for a change. Trust me, after 29 years, this is where I changed about 10 years ago. I stopped eating all that mock meat nonsense. And listen, it's fun and it tastes great. You know why? Fat tastes great. Sugar tastes great. Salt tastes great. You put fat, sugar, and salt on an old pair of shoes, most people be like, you know what? It's not
Right
that
up.
bad. It's really not that bad. So yeah, of course, all the mock meat, tastes great, but you got to get over it. And Jason knows this as well. I used to live off of at least 1 jar of Veganase per week, Blue Label, maybe 2 jars. Why? It's all fat. And this is my own personal epidemiological study that I've done over the last 10 years. I have some longtime vegan friends that have been getting sick. And I was a little shocked. I'm like, what's going on? I thought we were supposed to be immune from this. And then I was looking for the common denominator between meat eaters and vegans right now. What are we all still eating? And first thing that hit my mind was sugar, of course. But I said, no, I know vegans that don't eat sugar. I know meat eaters that don't eat sugar. And I'm not defending sugar. Sugar's horrible. Get rid of it. But that's not it. What's salt? No, that I ran down the list. Fat. I said, oh my God, we all eat excessive amounts of fat. And I'm talking oils, first of all. So I went to the grocery store. I checked it out. Nasty Crisco oil to high-end avocado oil. They all have 14 grams of fat per tablespoon. Now, tell me one person on this planet that uses 1 tablespoon of oil. They take the jar and they turn it over. There's 80 to 100 grams just to start the meal. If you're a meat eater, you can add another 80 to 100 grams. If you're a mock meat vegan eater, you can add another 80 to 100 grams. I discovered that most people are eating 300, 400 grams of fat per day. There it is. Now, I've usually been ahead of the game in the animal rights movement. I was the first one to break into the education system. Everybody told me, no, I could never do it. I did it, did a lot of things people said that couldn't be done. Mark my words, in 15 to 20 years, the medical community will come out and condemn fat as the main cause. And just remember, Gary was on my show and he was talking about that 2025. I'm telling you, reduce your fat. Now, I really reduce it. I know, Jason, we've had some disagreements on how much it should be reduced, and that's okay. But whatever it is, it needs to be reduced. It can't be the amount that people are eating. Personally, I don't think it should be more than 20 grams per day. I'm at about 6 grams per day, which is basically the hemp protein that I'm putting in my smoothies. I don't like it at all. I feel best without any fat in my diet. That's why my breakfast for the last 10 years have been 1 cup of barley, with a half a cup of green lentils or a can of beans. Lunch is 10 to 12 pieces of fruit, and dinner is about 5 different vegetables, broccoli, mushrooms, carrots, asparagus, and green beans. And lately, the last couple of years, I've lucked out. There's a company called Big Mountain, and they're now making a tofu made from fava beans, no soy, no fat, 0 fat, 64 grams of protein. So I've been loving this for the last couple of years. I'm a little upset I can't find it in Germany right now, but reduce the fat for sure, and everyone's going to feel a lot better later on. Enjoy the mock meats when you start out. It makes the transition easier, but you got to get back to the whole foods. You're really going to feel better.